Respected audience, greetings. Myself Mudassir Ali Khan, research scholar in Department of Civil and Environmental Engineering, University Technology Petronas, Perak, Malaysia. I am here to present my work, role of rheological parameter in debris flow modeling. My paper ID is 72. So this is the outline of my presentation. Background, aim of the study and objective, methodology, result and discussion, conclusion, references. So in background, landslide is a mass wasting phenomena in which slope movement takes place in the downward direction due to the influence of gravity. Debris flow, volcanoclastic flow, rock avalanches, snow avalanches, mudslides are the type of the debris flow. The debris flow have proved catastrophic to built environment and human life in most part of the world. The infrastructure like residential and commercial building, railways, roadways, utility lines, retaining wall, and dams always threatened by the risk associated with debris flow. Here is a few example of that the infrastructure that was affected by the debris flow in the past. You can see the pipeline integrity fail in Canada due to the huge debris flow. And second picture, there is a huge slope movement which takes place across the highway and destroy the traffic in its direction. So basically, if we talk about the world and especially in US, almost 25 to 50 people are likely to killed every year in and with annual loss of 2 billion US dollars. And if we see the statistics of the Malaysia, that's in from 1963 to 2014, Malaysia has faced a many major and medium landslide disaster, which caused up to 500 fatality in total. So to address these issues, the risk assessment associated to particular hazard should be performed, which help to design and the safety measures for the particular hazard. So for this is the uh, risk assessment flow charts in which we need to find the probability of occurrence and its vulnerability and consequence of the particular hazard. So vulnerability is a very important component of risk assessment. So it depends on the debris flow intensity and damage loss. So debris flow intensity basically is a like velocity, impact, pressure, movement. This is the debris flow intensity. So for this, we have to perform the debris flow modeling. So in this paper, I am talking about, I will address the main component of the debris flow modeling, which is all the which is rheological models. To observe, so the aim of this study is to review the widely accepted rheological model in debris flow modeling and to observe the frictional parameter influence on the velocity and runout distance of debris flow. So methodology is basically numerical modeling using the IMX SFlow 2D software, and in which 2D pyroclastic avalanche simulation by varying the coefficient of turbulent frictional parameter was performed. So debris flow rheology, basically it is a rheology deals with the relationship between the frictional parameter and shear stress of the particular fluid moving on the slope of base. So these are the three widely accepted rheological model which used to simulate the Newtonian and non-Newtonian fluids. Wingham rheological model is the oldest and the simplest rheological model in which the shear stress and the shear rate are linearly dependent. You can see in the equations. And after that, the Huxley-Buckley model, which use the in wide range of the fluid, basically for the non-Newtonian fluids. And the advancement of this model, like Paul-Sam rheological model, use the frictional parameter, which helps to define the initiation and stopping mechanism of a debris flow on a particular terrain or a slope. So in this study, I just analyze the influence of a particular, basically the turbulent frictional parameter on velocity and runout distances. So this is the insight of my study. The 2D avalanches of finite granular mass flowing down on an inclined plane, merging continuously into a horizontal plane, has been simulated. Each simulation was run for constant time for 30 seconds and a small volume 13.26 meter cube for comparison purpose using depth average dynamic model, which was IMX X Flow 2D. So these are the input and output parameters. You can see that the volume was constant. These are the frictional parameter that I have varied in my study, 0.3, 50. This is the Coulomb's frictional parameter, and this is the turbulent frictional parameter. And I vary the turbulent frictional parameter and check the variation in velocity and the maximum runout distances. So these are the output of my analysis. This is the uh, contour of the depth of flowing material at different time interval. You can see that the finite mass was released from a certain height or slope is 35 degree in a rectangular predefined domain, and it start flowing. And this is the contour depth. We can say contour depth of a flowing material. And this is the transition phase. After moving continuously merging in horizontal plane, it will stop after a certain time, which is 30 seconds after the total simulation. So on different combination of coulombs and the turbulence frictional parameter, these are the velocity curve along the runout distances. You can see that there are slight variation due to the change in the uh, turbulent coefficient friction, it is I, and this is the runout distance versus time. Time was 30 seconds in each case, and this is there are slight difference variation in the runout distance due to these parameters. From this analysis, we can conclude that for analyzing the non-Newtonian flow, such as pyroclastic flow, snow avalanches, and granular debris flow, 2D mass and momentum conservation equation has been employed using IMX as flow 2D. Debris flow dynamic depends on the sediment involved in the flow, which is categorized into snow avalanches, pyroclastic flow, mud slurry, torrential flow, and can be defined by the identify the rheological characteristic of the flow. So rheological characteristic of parameter are very important to simulate the debris flow. So Hursley, Buckley model and Volmy Sam rheological model improve the shortcoming of Bingham model and can also simulate the non-Newtonian fluid behavior effectively. The range of the turbulent coefficient friction is very flexible from 3000 to 4000 meter per second square, and which is a huge in the field. But in this study, I use a small range of the coefficient of turbulent friction parameter, and in this study basically I use this 100 to 300 meter per second because of the short computational domain, and the runout distance shows the marginal effect due to the small range of turbulent coefficient friction and fixed on a fixed computational domain. So these are the references that I use in my study, and thank you for your attention, and thank you very much.